Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today is Boria Mujumdar from Champagne, Shomik Chakraborty, and Shubhayan Chakraborty. Rahul Giri is also joining us right now. There's a lot to talk about today, starting with the most awaited PSC verdict. Bangladesh beating Pakistan in the first test, and of course, updates from Paris and whether or not Paris is ready to host the Paralympics. Let's get right to it. Moria, over to you first for the football segment of the show. What is the latest update for the PSC and a latest update for the PSC verdict and updates about the ISL as well?
The PSC verdict, আমি বাংলা ইংরেজি দুটোতেই বলে দিই, the PSC verdict is expected either late tomorrow or day after. Tomorrow maybe not because of the Janmashtami. If it happens, it will be late tomorrow or day after. Now there are three things that I'm hearing, and by the way, one, all the camps are pretty tense. Everyone you speak to, whether it is the East Bengal side, whether it is the Mohun side, whether it is Delhi FC, whether it is Anwar, except maybe Anwar, who now knows that possibly a ban is imminent, but his career is safeguarded. Anwarer ক্ষেত্রে সেই জিনিসটা উনি জানেন that his career is now taken care of. Every other side is pretty much tense. So, but what I'm hearing is more or less every other aspect is taken care of. So they now know about the Anwar point, they know about the East Bengal point, about the Delhi FC point. What they are unable to so far finalize is the compensation amount. That is what is taking this extra time. The compensation amount, the 7.5 crores is more or less final. How much will be more than 7.5 crores? So should it be more than 7.5 crores? Will it be in and around that figure is what they are deliberating on, because that's the kind of thing that I'm hearing, that and also they know that this might just go to the appeals committee after this, so they want to do it properly. That's what I'm here. I mean, I spoke to almost everyone this morning, saying and as I said, I could sense a degree of unease. আমার কেন মনে হচ্ছিল সবাই, there is a degree of tension and there is a degree of unease among every stakeholder involved in this whole matter. And it was funny because when day before yesterday I had spoken to them before I left for Paris, there was a degree of confidence that, oh no, we've done very well in the hearing, we will get the thing done in our favor and all of that. But today when one was speaking to them, you could sense they are on the edge. Will it be 6 months? Will it be 4 months? Will it be more than 7.5 crores? Can it be 10 crores? Will Delhi FC also get a transfer ban? Will East Bengal get a transfer ban? Will Delhi FC also be made part of that compensation theory? So all of these factors have now come into the thing, Gargi, and everyone thinks that they might just be impacted and impacted badly. PSC will obviously sort of have to, this will be a landmark judgment. This will be a landmark judgment, but they will know that this will go to the appeals committee. I can guarantee this will go. If Anwar is given a 6 months ban, he will go to the appeals committee. If he's given so he has to go. So knowing that there is a chance that the appeals committee will have to deliberate, the verdict will come. From what I know, Tuesday is possibly the date when the verdict will come.
Rahul is joining us as well. Rahul has a lot of updates, I believe. Rahul, why don't you take this forward? Tell us more about the PSC verdict.
Mute. You are on mute.
Yeah. As Boryada said, everyone is waiting for the update on Anwar Ali saga. Even I am now here at the Mohun Bagan ground. Everyone is just discussing about what will be imposed on Anwar Ali, how much compensation East Bengal will have to pay. Lot of discussions are going on. Yeah, as Boryada said, if PSC declares that Anwar will have to will be out of action for 6 months, I think that will be a big blow for both East Bengal and Anwar Ali. Again, as Boryada said, obviously they will appeal for it, and also it will be interesting to see whether PSC what they say, that because Mohun Bagan will take a strong stand about their compensation, as we have heard that they have demanded around 20 crore. Obviously, East Bengal will appeal on that, but on East Bengal point of view, if you see, they are already paying Anwar Ali around 24 crore, and along with that, if they have to pay the compensation, just see the hefty amount they are paying for that. Again, question will be arises that 30 crore for an Indian defender. Is it really okay for the club? So a lot of discussion are going on. Again, as Boyada said, by Tuesday I think everything will be clear. But as of now, as we are all gearing for the much-awaited semi-final, Durand semi-final between Bangalore FC and Mohun Bagan. Today also, Mohun Bagan is training. Their match minus two training session. But the big update from here is the Australian forward Jamie Maclaren is not available in today's training as well. So it clearly shows that he will not be available for the semi-final. And most likely, I don't think Jose Molina will risk him in this Durand Cup. I think from the beginning of the ISL, we might see Jamie Maclaren playing for Mohun Bagan.
Gargi, everyone is asking in Bangla, so just Bangla বলে দিই আর 1 মিনিটে তর্জমা করে বিফোর রাহুল যদি অ্যাড করতে চায়। আনোয়ারের যে ব্যাপারটা আমরা শুনছি, আমি পরশুদিন যখন ইন্ডিয়া থেকে শো করছিলাম, গতকাল আসার আগে পর্যন্ত সবাই মনে হচ্ছিল যে কি একটা কনফিডেন্স রেডিয়েট করছেন। আমি ইস্ট বেঙ্গলের ব্যাপারে জিজ্ঞেস করছিলাম, মোহনবাগানের ব্যাপারে জিজ্ঞেস করছিলাম, আনোয়ারের সাথে, তার ক্যাম্পের লোকজনের সাথে, দিল্লি এফসির লোকজনের সাথে সবাই মনে হচ্ছিল, বলছিলেন যে না না আমরা কনফিডেন্ট, আমরা রিপ্রেজেন্টেশনটা যেভাবে করেছি আমরা মনে হয় ঠিকঠাক আমাদের দিকে পাবো। আজকে কিরকম হঠাৎ করে সবার সাথে কথা বলে মনে হলো সবাই কিরকম একটু ভয় পেয়ে আছে যে আমাদের বিরুদ্ধে চলে যাবে না তো, আমাদের বিরুদ্ধে যাবে না তো, 6 মাস হবে না তো, 4 মাস ব্যানটা 6 মাস হয়ে যাবে না তো, বেশি হয়ে যাবে না তো, টাকাটা কত হবে, 7.5 কোটি, 8 কোটি, 10 কোটি, কত টাকা হতে পারে। সো ইস্ট বেঙ্গল ট্রান্সফার ব্যান পেয়ে যাবে না তো, দিল্লি এফসি ট্রান্সফার ব্যান হবে না। সো এতগুলো পারমিউটেশন কম্বিনেশন এটাতে এসে গেছে, এবং এটাও সবাই জানে যে যাই আসুক না কেন, আজকে যদি 6 মাসের ব্যানও হয়, আনওয়ার কিন্তু অ্যাপিল করবে, সো অ্যাপিলস কমিশনে যাবে। সো পিএসসির দিক থেকেও তাদেরকে আটঘাট বেঁধে এটাকে দিতে হবে, কারণ তারাও চাইবে ভবিষ্যতে যাতে এই ধরনের ঘটনা না ঘটে। সো এইরকম একটা মানে একটা জিনিসে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে। সো ইটস কোয়াইট আ ট্রিকি ওয়ান, ইট ইজ কোয়াইট আ ট্রিকি ওয়ান। প্রসেনজিৎ, আমি ব্যান পাবো কিনা সেটা তো আমি বুঝে নেবো, আপনি আপাতত আমাদের এই প্ল্যাটফর্মে যদি থাকতে চান তাহলে বোকা বোকা কথা বলবেন না, নাহলে আপনাকে বার করে দেওয়া হবে, ব্লক করে দেবো বোকা বোকা কথা বললে। এগুলো করে লাভটা কি হচ্ছে? আর যদি শোটা দেখতে চান তাহলে শোটা দেখুন, যদি মনে করেন যে এখানে এসে গালাগাল করবেন, এইসব করবেন, আমাদের 1 সেকেন্ড লাগবে আপনাকে এখান থেকে সরিয়ে দিতে, তাহলে শোটাও দেখতে দেবো না, কখনোই দেখতে দেবো না। এটা আমি তো বারবার বলি যে আমাদের বাড়ি, এটা শুভায়নের বাড়ি, আমার বাড়ি, গার্গীর বাড়ি। আমার বাড়িতে একজন অযোচিত লোক যদি আসে, আমরা কি করি, তাকে বার করে দিই। সো ভালোভাবে বলছি তো, ভদ্রভাবে দেখুন, আর যদি সেটা না করতে চান 1 সেকেন্ডে ব্লক করে দেবো। সো দ্যাটস দি Anwar saga. But also we are gearing up for the Durand semi-final, as Rahul said. It will be one heck of a match. Shubhan, all of us remember Sunil Chhetri's farewell. Shomik, all of us remember that amazing match which ended in a heartbreak. But Sunil Chhetri back in the Juva Bharati Kridangan again for the Durand semi-final. It will be another emotional match. But this time around, none of us, at least Mohun fans, will not want Sunil Chhetri to come out victorious.
Absolutely, Boria. I think we all remember what happened there that night, and it was an absolute heartbreak. But him returning to Kolkata is always a special thing, because Sunil has a history in Kolkata, has played for both the clubs, and has been involved with the Kolkata football for long. But now when he's coming for the semi-final, all he will like is a win, and to defeat Mohun Bagan, and to reach the finals. So it will be an interesting match, more so for Sunil Chhetri. But I'm pretty sure that this time around he will not get the kind of support he got last time around when he played for India. This time it will be a bit hostile for him and for his team. And Mohun Bagan fans will make sure that their home team gets all the support.
Shomek, over to you now. What do you
think, Shomik, Gandhi, with your permission, Shomik, do you think the Mohun Bagan fans will use this opportunity once again to highlight the quest for justice? And with Sunil Chhetri being one who has always fought for a just cause, will they want to sort of see Sunil also say something about what is going on, use sport for the larger cause of justice?
I mean, that will add, if Sunil does that, that will add a different dimension to the whole thing. I mean, Sunil is the icon of Indian football. He's an icon of Indian football. He's the most popular Indian footballer, and he has a global face. In fact, I mean, from that perspective, if Sunil lends a supporting hand to the fan protest, that would be huge, and that would be sort of page one news also from our perspective. So. I don't know whether Sunil will join.
Rahul, if you get a chance to ask Sunil, 100% ask on behalf of Rev Sports. 100%.
Actually, we asked him after the quarterfinal game, but the Durand committee intervened in between and said that we are not allowed to answer this question. That's why Sunil also sees that.
No, they should not, because ultimately sport. What was the role of the Indian Army? What was the
We
role of
did
the
ask
Indian
that.
Army
What's your thoughts on this Arjika incident? But he had
we
to
should
keep that
we
question.
should be we should be allowed to ask, because sport has a greater purpose. And what does the
Yeah,
Indian Army stand for? The Indian Army stands for ethicality and what is right. For all times to come, they have fought for what is right. What is Mohun Bagan's 1911 victory? How many times have we seen the army stand up? Think about
agreed.
think about what they did in Bangladesh. Think about 16th December. Think about Vijay Divas. Why should the army stop this question from being asked? In fact, I have an interview scheduled, I think, on the 28th with the key members of the Durand management. I will ask this question for sure. I can tell you. I will ask the army chiefs about this, and if they should allow sport to be used for a
Exactly.
greater cause, peacefully and constitutionally, 100%. But we should be allowed to use sport.
Hmm.
And Rahul, keep the question. I mean, keep taking the question back to the Sunil. I mean, if the Durand committee or if the organizers don't allow you, that's fine. If they intervene, that's fine. But from our side, our job is to keep it taking back to Sunil. Whenever there is an opportunity, ask him whether you will be lending a
Sure,
supporting hand.
sure. We will try to attend the training session tomorrow. If we get an opportunity after the training, we'll ask him. If not, we'll try to ask that in the press conference as well. Hopefully, they will attend the press conference. Now it's up to the committee whether they will allow us or not.
Our job is to ask questions. Whether he will
Yeah,
reply, whether be an intervention is their job. But our job is to ask questions.
hmm.
Okay, so back to English now. And I mean, we were talking in English, a little bit of Bengali as well. But now back to complete English so I can understand and be a part of this conversation. But what should we talk about next? Bori, I want to know how Paris is looking, because we know that because.
No, Paris we can continue in a bit, but we should first talk
Okay.
about what happened today. Bangladesh versus Pakistan was an incredible result for
Yeah.
Bangladesh. I think Shubhan and Shomik should give us more on that. Rahul, if you want to leave, you can. I mean, Rahul, yeah, thanks. Shubhan and Shomik, what happened there?
I think we discussed it yesterday, Buriada, during our Hindi live that Pakistan have found themselves in a spot of bother by not playing an extra spinner. They went with an all pace attack, and after all, after that they had to use their stopgap spinners to Saeem Ayub to bowl a few overs, Saud Shakil to bowl a few overs. They were trying to manage it, and that's what Captain Shan Masood said in the post match presentation, that it was a weird excuse that it was raining for the last 8 9 days in Rawalpindi, and hence they decided to go with all pace attack, and the way they wanted the pitch to behave, it did not behave like that, and they were short of a couple of spinners in this pitch, and it was a weird excuse. But for Bangladesh, their first test win against Pakistan, their first 10 wicket win in a test match, it's a tremendous achievement given what is going around in their country right now, and what is happening with Shakib also during this test match. I tried to contact a few BCB officials, and right now what they are saying is they are yet to receive anything legal, any legal notice on Shakib. But they have optimum support. They have full backing. Shakib has full backing from BCB, in fact, from their current Bangladesh players also who played this test. But the way Shakib bowled today, 3 wickets, and to to spin a web around that Pakistani batting unit, it was tremendous. So Bangladesh, I think they have shown some grittiness, but this win will mean a way more than just a cricket match win, because of all the things that is happening around them.
I would not call it I won't call it an upset in the sense what has been going around Pakistan cricket of late. Obviously losing wickets like 9 pins on the final day and getting bundled out for 140 odd in the second innings, that was not expected. But if you see, Pakistan, they have been winless for 10 home tests, including this one. They have lost 5 of them, right? So from that perspective, Pakistan haven't been playing well across formats. They lost to USA in the T20 World Cup also. And there is something, I mean, something is not well back in the ranch, as they say. In the given that maybe there is some leadership issues on the face of it. Shan Mashood is the captain. Shan Mashood, he speaks very good English. He is urban, everything is fine, but it's just average. He is 28. So does he merit a place as far as the playing 11 is concerned as in Test cricket? So ever since Babar Azam quit captaincy and he was brought back to the helm in white ball cricket, Shan Masood is the white ball captain. So many things and so much politics is around Pakistan cricket. Uh, are the players giving their 100%? That is the question. The dressing room is not a united front. That is for sure. There have been instances of Shaheen Shah Afridi and Babar Azam falling out. So many things. So I think Pakistan cricket itself, it's this defeat is not a case in isolation. Pakistan cricket itself is in a spot of bother.
Boria, what about you? What are you thinking of this? Do you think this problem runs deeper than the surface, than it looks?
I think so because if you take a look at what happened in the white ball, now it's getting into red ball, and that too at home. And Shomik was spot on. If you see the performances in the last 1 year at home, Pakistan has been miserable at home, and clearly Babar Azam. I mean, he got a reprieve today when he was dropped by Litton. I thought Babar should have converted that opportunity and scored big. When will he score big? I mean, we hear so many different things about Babar Azam. Time for Babar Azam is also running out. If he's actually a great, then prove it. I mean, if you're losing by 10 wickets at home to Bangladesh, then it's a problem. And you need a strong Pakistan. You need Pakistan, a good Pakistan to be at the helm of world cricket to be able to make it competitive against teams like India. You lose to Bangladesh by 10 wickets, it's a shocker. But it's a great result for Bangladesh, especially in the light of what is happening at home. Because again, sport becomes a unifier. Sport becomes a larger story. And if you see, Mushfiqur Rahim has already sort of said that they are dedicating this win to people who lost their lives. People are donating the money for the victims in Bangladesh. So sport is again trying to become, or is becoming, this larger story, the macro story against the backdrop of what has just happened in Bangladesh. So in that sense, it is an incredible result for Bangladesh cricket. A lot of people asking Gargi on the question, this thing about Pritam Kotal and Mohun Bagan. Pritam Kotal, there is zero update. Pritam Kotal at this point in time is not coming to Mohun Bagan, and I can confirm that. Pritam Kotal at this point in time is not coming to Mohun Bagan. There is zero update on that front. There's no progress on that front. So whoever is thinking that there will be this thing on Pritam Kotal, I'm sorry. At this point in time, there's nothing that I can tell you that this news can get confirmed. In fact, it is not. Some have asked me if I'm in Paris. I'm actually not in Paris. I'm in this place called Reims or Champagne, which is about an hour and a half, about one and a half hours from Paris. It's one of the most beautiful places in France. It's the heart of the Champagne region. We have a conference from this evening, Sport, Business and Society, with scholars from around the world coming in. I'm chairing that conference along with my colleague, Professor Vijay Pereira. So we are doing that today and tomorrow, and then day after we'll move back to Paris for the Paralympics. So that's the update from me. Yeah.
But coming back to this Pakistan Bangladesh, this one point I wanted to mention is there's a miscommunication or a communication gap between the team management and the board, I feel. Because the kind of teams, the kind of squad, or the kind of playing 11 the Pakistan team is picking, it is not matching with the kind of pitches they are getting at home for the last 10 matches or 10 odd matches, because they are dishing flat decks, and Pakistan team is playing 4 5 pacers in those tracks, which is a foolish decision to do so. Plus, as Shomik said, the batting, the shot selection was very poor by the Bangladesh team. But I think Pakistan cricket board as a whole unit needs to come together and decide what kind of pitches they need to dish out, because giving flat decks where visiting teams are scoring 500 plus runs, it will never suit or benefit the home side, and will take away that home advantage which you see in Test cricket. So what I don't know what Pakistan cricket board will do in the future, but I think they should definitely take a look at this.
But Shubhayan, when it
And
comes to the
Gargi,
yeah,
just one thing, I will just take it forward a little. I mean, they are in, as far as the pitch preparation is concerned, they are in a bit of a catch-22 situation, given that they prepared highways for their series against England, and they
Hmm.
lost all three test matches. Even on highways, they don't have a batting unit that inspires confidence. Here
This was
also,
also highway.
here also, Naseem Shah said, I mean, we have been playing on a highway. And on a highway, they got bundled. They got folded for less than 150 runs in the fourth inning. So, what to do? If you prepare a rank turner, Pakistan actually don't have a world class spin bowler in their ranks.
Hmm.
If you prepare a rank turner, they would struggle. If you prepare a green top, they would struggle even more. So basically, it's a catch-22 situation in terms of pitch preparation. What to do? Pakistan cricket has become a prisoner of mediocrity.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely, and they have not played. They have not played Abrar also. I mean, whatever. Even if you dish out a highway or a cemented road track in a subcontinent, it is bound to spin on day 4 and day 5. No matter how flat the pitch is, it is bound to turn on day 4 and day 5. If not on day 4, then definitely on day 5, which we saw today. What Shakib did with the ball. I think they are not playing Abrar. Abrar did really well the last time they played home test. He was decent against England as well. But I don't know why they are not picking Abrar at all in the spin department. They have not played Osama also in this test format. So very weird team selection, and I think there's a gap in that dressing room as well. Players don't like each other. There's grouping. Whoever the captain is, whether it was Babar previously, whether it is Shan now, whether it is some temporary captain in Shaheen Shah Afridi in the middle overs format. I think the captain is coming, and plus there's a whole lot of changes made in the team management, made in the coaching setup, always constantly chopping and changing. I think that has Trisha says hi, Rohan says hi. Uh, so I think that has also played a major role in Pakistan not finding stability or a clear plan as to what they want to do. They are as Shomik said in a catch-22 situation, and I am not seeing any clarity with how Pakistan cricket is going forward because it's very poor and it's very mediocre. Not even mediocre, I would name it poor as to how they are playing right now.
And Gargi, I mean, just about half an hour back, about 40 minutes back, I was talking to a friend in Pakistan who is Muhammad Amir's coach. And he was telling me, I mean, that the entire system has become jaded. There is political interference, there is nepotism, everything. So the entire system has become jaded. That's what Muhammad Amir's coach was telling me just about 45 minutes back.
all right.
Just one update from me. As far as the Anwar Ali appeal is concerned, from what I hear, if there is a further appeal, which is expected, the appeal will go to the AIFF Appeals Committee, and thereafter it will go to CAS direct, not to FIFA, because according to the AIFF disciplinary code, so the step is PSC, AIFF Appeals Committee, CAS, no
Hmm.
FIFA. According to the AIFF disciplinary code, that is what can happen or will happen or expected to happen as far as the Anwar case is concerned. So one can confirm that that is the procedure or that is the trajectory in which this can move. Also, that it is now going to be a landmark judgment is pretty much sure. Pretty much
At
sure.
least 6 months. At least 6 months to clear everything. At least 6 months to clear everything.
100%, because there will be appeal. So if AIFF appeals committee, they, for example, if there's a 6 month ban, the
Hmm.
AIFF appeals committee might take a look at it and reduce it to 4 months or 5 months.
Hmm.
Then there can be a further appeal to the CAS. So then committee, arbitration in sport in Lausanne will have to arbitrate once again. So clearly, this is going to be a landmark case. As Shubhan says, it can just take about 6 months or so. So wait for this. This is not the end of the story, either day after or whenever it is coming. The PSC will take a bit of time, is what we've been told. So they are taking their time. They have finalized quite a few things. So wait. But this is the trajectory that will happen, guys.
And the bottom line is Indian football could be the loser because Anwar is a top class, by Indian standards, Anwar is a top class defender. There is a tri-nation tournament. I mean, there is a tournament lined up. There's a new coach. Anwar, as a center half, offers physical presence. He has very good game awareness. He's a very good defender. So, bottom line is Indian football, through the entire saga, Indian football would be the loser.
Quite interesting everything that's happening. There's Trisha once more saying hi from behind. A lot of people, Mahendra Singh Gambhir is saying Trisha di hello.
Mahendra Singh, what?
Gambhir.
Oh,
Trisha and Rohan finally had Indian food after what? 35 days yesterday and went ballistic. So they've been only eating Indian food from yesterday night because we are in a friend of ours, his house, and there was a gourmet meal. So there was chicken and prawn and lamb and vegetarian and multiple courses of vegetarian. I said so because of Gargi. So Trisha and Rohan said, I finally got my life back. So Rohan was ecstatic. So, and they're jumping up and about because lunch has just been served. So they are crazy now.
Okay, so we'll let you go soon, but before that, Boria, we want to know, is Paris ready for Paralympics?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Yesterday, airport was much better. In Dubai, there was the problem again, and I'm putting this on record. So a couple of airline staff told Shobishta and me, but we thought these accreds are only valid till 9th August. And we said, what do you mean? Firstly, even the Olympic accred is valid till 11th September, not 9th August. Secondly, the Paralympic accred is valid till 8th of October. So one can travel with the Paralympic accred till the 8th of October, not 9th August. And they were like, no, but we haven't got heard anything on that. I said, here, look at it, read the accred. Very categorically mentioned 26 June to 11 September, 28 July to 8th of October. There is nothing to be told. Read the accred. It is very categorically stated, and it's valid for the Schengen area. That's when we were told, kindly wait. And this was at the entrance of the business class lounge at Dubai airport. People did not have an idea. So we waited there for 10-15 minutes. Finally, I said, listen, we've got to board. Take a photocopy of this and then call or take a screenshot and call your airline people. I'm sure they'll clarify. So that's how we were allowed to enter. Once we reached Paris, things were smooth. Things were smooth because the line was good. There was an Olympic family dedicated lane where we could go. And there was a senior officer who actually was guiding the immigration guy. So the stamping happened very fast. And there were a lot many more Paralympic volunteers there because delegations have started to come in. In fact, I can tell you the Indian archery team has just entered the village. I was speaking to the Indian delegation. Devendra Jhajaria is reaching around 10 p.m. tonight. So the Indian archery team has come in. The Indian badminton team has come in. They have all come in. The shooters have come in. Avani and Suma came in yesterday. Paris looked better to me from my experience of the airport and immigration. There were a lot many more counters. There was quite a bit of branding at the airport. So, for example, when you were sort of coming out of Terminal 2C, there were multiple counters where you could get your accreds, major announcements on transport, a lot of volunteers to help people with disability. So I thought Paris looked better, and I do hope that Paris does this better. The Olympic Games was very average. The games were spectacular, athletes were spectacular, but organization was average in terms of basics lacking, food and all these complaints. I hope the Paralympics in that sense will be better because this will be one heck of a show. 300,000 people with disability watching the opening ceremony will be quite something. 300,000 expected over the next 11, 12 days to watch the action will be quite something. And yes, a lot of people asking us about Sheetal Devi. Of course, we will cover archery, we will cover athletics, we will cover shooting, we'll cover table tennis, we'll cover badminton. But largely Indian medals are expected from 4 disciplines. 1 badminton, 6 7 medals, athletics 8 9 medals, shooting 4 5 medals, 3 4 medals. So largely, and of course table tennis. So India 25 plus is bar 25 par, and definitely 25 par, and these 4 5 disciplines will get us the medals. So you will have at least one representative from rev sports in all. So shooting one, baddie one, archery one, athletics one, and we will do that based on classification. I've called a team meeting here today, and I will distribute this based on every classification. So for example, uh, Manasi Joshi SL3, the Suhas Yathiraj 4. So these will be on, say, 1st of September, the semifinals. So we will dedicatedly have people there. So based on this, so I can guarantee to everybody who's following the Paralympics, we will make sure every result is updated real time.
What Boria sir wants to say is we'll be everywhere.
Of course,
Uh,
we will be.
yes, absolutely. And we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to the Paralympics coverage. The Paris Olympics coverage was incredible and it was a treat to watch. So, a lot to look forward to now as well. We have the whole of Paris Paralympics waiting for us with 25 plus medals expected. So, it'll be very fun to watch. Thank you so much, Shubhayan, Shomik, and Boria. We'll let you go for that lunch that Boria is saying. There's a special lunch that has been made. But thank you so much for joining, and to everyone who's watching, thank you for joining. And